We are live. Fight week continues. Friday night, Tyson Paul epic in Dallas. UFC 309 at the Garden. The next night with 47 and Entourage in front row. And now Larry Melnick double shots. First, Lawrence taking on Islanders tough guy Mick Dakota at the old Coliseum. Ouch. Dakota was a big guy. Larry up to the penalty box. That's a Vancouver Canuck.
Yep.
Ooh. That slash. Dan Schmiel, the captain. Larry defending his captain once again. Both escorted to the penalty box. Went deep into the archives here, Larry having his way with Oilers' Kerry Bookberger.
Kelly.
Look at Lawrence go here. Wow. Throwing those lefts. Little bear hug.
Yeah.
It's kind of pin Larry on the board.
Sit in the box for 5 minutes. Who cares?
Scored it off. A little pat on the back by your teammates. They loved you.
And we're up 4-1.
4-1. Now, we got a double shot. We brought him up last week. Got a couple old-time hockey fights here. The late, great Dave Semenko and the late, great Bob Probert. Two real tough guys back in the day. And looks like an intermission. Here we go.
Sorry, man. Those dang ads on these YouTube videos.
Wow. Look at right. Now, oh, here goes Probert. Third man in.
Oh, Gallant got in.
Look at this. Old-time hockey buddy.
Hey, one thing about Probert, he's down and out, and he comes back, and he comes back with a vengeance.
Tough guy.
Oh, my God. And you know what? I don't think I've ever, all these fights I've watched, I don't think he ever falls down. That's how strong and sturdy he is.
I don't think I've ever seen him fall down.
Yeah. Semenko was a mean-looking bastard too. Holy shit! Look, he doesn't.
Another guy doesn't back off.
No, he doesn't want to stop.
Former Panther coach who was escorted off the bus. Gallant. Look at this guy.
He was a tough guy too. He didn't from Newfoundland, I think. A Newfie.
Bobby Probert, his final days were in Delray Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
Now, here's another one. Here's round 2. This time it's in Detroit. Look at these. The grabbing with the right, now grab with the left. Look at Semenko right here.
Throw it. There it is. The big one.
Oh, wow. Get that jersey. Look at that. These are tough guys. He's got that jersey off now.
Oh, he's Semenko's in trouble.
Oh, look at that right. Oh, he got him down.
Yeah.
That you don't usually stagger.
That hurt him, yeah. Yeah. Well, what's happening in Florida?
We are good. Florida's good. We got our first cold front coming in tonight. And we are the Larrys, episode 11. Larry P., 2-time Stanley Cup champion, the great Larry Herb Melnick.
Hey.
Oh, you just cannot make this shit up.
You cannot beat that. Willie Neshin out of New Jersey.
No photoshopping on this show.
No.
And the effervescent Clint, not Jessica Brother Beal, spearheading this extravaganza.
What up?
Gentlemen, opening toast tonight.
Oh, Coors Banquet.
Went back to the banquet.
Old
Milwaukee. Clint, I think, is having some wild turkey.
Yeah, whiskey, man. Whiskey.
He's got the whiskey tonight, the good stuff.
Yep, right on the rocks.
Well, it is getting cold out, so you got to bundle up. Heat from the inside.
Yep.
Beer is good. A lot of nutrients.
Minerals.
Minerals.
Whoa, shit. What did I do there? Fucking technology. You touch one little thing and you lose it.
Don't do that. Don't touch that little thing. I did last week, and I lost my the camera. Do not touch anything on that desk.
These computers have a mind of their own. So anyways, at 4:30, which was 35 minutes ago, I turned my computer on to make sure I know how to get onto my the StreamYard, right, to do this show. Well, I restore. So I press restore, right? But Clint, restore means I went back to last week's show, and then I'm at 4 minutes to 5. I'm scrambling. Oh shit! I didn't do this right. Right?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Well, you found us.
I am so computer literate now. It's ridiculous. Like I'm amazed. I used to go to a hotel and not know how to get onto Wi-Fi. I used to have to phone the front desk. How do I do this? How do I do it? Now I can actually find Wi-Fi, and I can barely get by, but I can get by.
Well, you've got your list of of all your codes. Do you got the big the big calendar set up tonight?
Calendars, yeah. Look at the calendar's bad. It's like calendar's bad.
What's on the schedule tomorrow?
What's that? Last day. What is last day?
Last day. I'm retiring from the brokerage business.
Oh, congrats!
Yeah, is that news? I guess it is.
I don't think you announced a retirement.
No, so I'm starting to phone my clients. The 29th is my last day, but it's not my last day because I'm going to sign a 1-year plus contract with someone else and do some other shite on the side, and it's no lose for me.
Wonderful. So, but I think you should take over Clint's portfolio.
Ooh,
Clint doesn't have a portfolio because he's trying to buy a house.
Believe me, he's loaded.
Well, he's Jessica's brother.
I wish that was true.
Yeah, nobody.
Rochelle home this evening?
Rochelle's home. Yeah, we got a dog, right? So
you said your daughter got the dog.
Well, yeah. So she has to go to work twice a week, and Tuesday, Thursday she goes to work. So we kind of have to look after the dog for the whole day. Yeah. Well, we knew that was going to happen. It's just the way it is.
Okay.
But I was golfing. All day, so I don't give a like.
Today was golf.
Today was golf.
Was the bag all loaded up in the car with your snacks and beverages and hydration?
I had so I usually take a Bloody Mary in a Yeti or a thermos or whatever, right? with 5 beers on ice. So I told you I got the little side pocket that I can fit 5 or 6 beers in look it up on Amazon. If you don't have that, when I come to Florida, I'll be very disappointed. It holds 5 or 6 beers
before your trip.
5 or 6 beers with ice, slides right in the side pocket. Old Milwaukee's or Coors Banquet, whatever. But now I've changed because it's Christmas time. In the Yeti used to be the Bloody Mary or the Caesar. Now it's eggnog. So a quadruple.
You said that. You introduced the eggnog on the golf list.
Eggnog is now on the golf course around 11 a.m.
You had the eggnog last week when you shot a 78.
I shot a 78 with an eggnog, and today was slush. It's like I'm in winter. It's slushy. My hips are sore. I'm walking, and I shot 84, which is still pretty good. But here's the problem, Lawrence. I drive the ball right down the middle. Today I didn't lose a ball today, which is good for me.
Usually leaves on the ground.
Yeah, well, the leaves plus it's plugging, right? The water, the ground is saturated. So I bomb it down the middle. Second shot down the middle on a par 5. Third shot, I'm 118 yards out. And this is the second last hole. 118 yards out, I take a 130-yard club, which is a wedge, and I hit it 112 yards. I'm not even on the green. So instead of having a birdie chance, I get a bogey.
It's a bogey. Just
stupid. Down in Florida, down in Phoenix, where the ground is hard, you're clipping that thing nice, and it's just anyway.
It is. You mentioned that. Great evening last night at the Moorings, Club A. Wonderful pickleball exhibition featuring 9-time tennis Grand Slam champion Yvonne Lendl. And Tuesday night, the night before, we've been talking about it on the show, Sister club Hawks Nest had the official grand opening. Architect Tom Fazio hit the ceremonial opening drive at sunset on hole 15. Craig Lopes, my buddy, is the greatest general manager in the country. He put on 2 events back-to-back here. When you come down here, I can't wait. I'm going to go to Hawks Nest on this weekend. It opens to the members this weekend officially. A 7-month burn. So I can't even imagine how spectacular it was. It was breathtaking before.
Yeah.
Fazio had been on site virtually every day throughout. And I think he's 76, 77. Shot right down the center of the fairway. So should be wonderful. When you come down, we'll play both.
Sounds good. Yep.
Let's talk a little hockey.
How come it's live? We're 18 minutes in and we've only been on for 12. Clint?
Clock's off?
What do you mean?
What are you looking at?
We've been live for 11 minutes.
Well, I know, but it says live on my screen at 19 minutes.
See, technology. I see 9:53.
Technology is stupid. My computer says 19:06. Anyways, okay.
Well, you're 3 hours away, but it shouldn't matter.
No, you shouldn't.
What is
Go
that?
ahead, Lawrence. What do you got?
All right, let's talk a little hockey.
Yeah.
Rangers 2-0 on the current Western trip, victorious over the Kraken and the Canucks to this point. In action tonight, after the show in Calgary, then they wrap it up on Saturday with your beloved Oilers in Edmonton. 12-4-1 on the season, and playing well. Fourth line finally meshing with the addition of Jimmy Vesey. So they're good. 2 more games. I thought you might have gone to that Canuck game.
There's the thing. In the past, Adam Graves, the 50-goal scorer on the left wing, would host at one of the restaurants close to the arena, would host ex-Rangers that are in Vancouver. But I didn't get an email. I didn't get anything. So I just let it pass. Whatever. Jackie, I haven't talked to Jackie. She hasn't talked to me. I haven't talked to Eddie Johnstone, who's he's quite close to he does all that stuff for New York. So.
Well, hopefully you'll get back on for the Ranger event in September, if not the Bruins.
Well, I've been dealing with this departure from work. So once that's done, the end of next week, then I'm going to start email. I've already, I got my cousin. So my cousin who's in Kelowna, where I go all the time, golf there and whatever. I got her tickets to an Oiler game with Nashville. And the guy that's behind the Oilers, I said, listen, I'm retiring. I got lots of time. I want to come to Edmonton. So everybody's on my list. Oilers, Rangers, Bruins. Email them. I want to get out there and do some stuff.
Beautiful. You got a lot of pull. They love you.
Well, I got 0 pull. So I have to invite myself. That's what I'm trying to say. For shit's sake. I'm not kidding.
I got a buddy.
Fuck.
I got a buddy in the NHL. Maybe we can work out something, or maybe we can do something through the Panthers here to assist you up in Edmonton.
I've pissed so many people off over the last 30 years that I'm not wanted. That's just the way it is. So,
but me and Clint love you.
Well, yeah, but you guys don't know me yet. Just wait.
It is episode 11, so let's see. But injury report. I love it. Injury report, which is not good news to our buddy Clint. Just updated recently now. Ovechkin, a fracture to the left fibula, now out 4 to 6 weeks. He's 26 goals short of Gretzky.
Yeah, what bad timing.
4 to 6 weeks. In addition, Austin Matthews now, upper body injury, placed on the injured reserve. Happens.
What is it? He's in Germany, so I thought he was getting fixed.
It's not going to get fixed this week.
Wow. The Germans are smart people. Well, anyway.
Yes. Now,
because
we mentioned Boston earlier.
Yeah.
Jim Montgomery out. Now, the best coach in the NHL 2 years ago, he took the fall, I think, for Don Sweeney and a bunch of underachievers on ice. Joe Sacco is in for the time being as head coach, but I think Joel Quenneville will be the guy ultimately to take over behind the bench in Boston. What are your thoughts there?
the players haven't played well. Sweeney and Neely have been there too long. Maybe it's time for a change upstairs. Quenville, what did refresh my memory? What did he do wrong to get booted out?
He did great here, and then there was that
Was it
incident about 6 years ago. He got blackballed.
what the hell was it? Well, anyway, let's don't speculate.
We haven't even talked about him for years, but
great coach.
He did a great job here.
Yeah, great coach.
Don't want to speculate, but I don't recall. It wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But
well, getting back to Ovechkin, you take a look at that at the both legs that collided. That's how, like, it didn't look like much to me, right? But that's how fast those guys are skating and how powerful they are. Like, to snap his leg, like that's.
It was a week-to-week proposition earlier.
Yeah,
and I just saw the update right before we came on air on NHL Network. So it went week to week to 4 to 6 weeks. They have that break in February, no pun intended. So he's got the 2 extra weeks, but it'll come down to the wire. He needs 26 to tie, 27 to surpass Gretzky. He's got 15 so far this year, and I think he's very much in play.
He's off to the best start of his career, and he's 39 years old. He won't do it this year. No, he's going to have.
If he doesn't come back till at this point, late February, doubtful.
Yeah, this is bad timing. But I mean, I guess there's always next year.
Well, he's going to do it. There's no doubt about that. It's just a matter of next year. Yeah, probably.
He's 39. He's in great shape.
Yeah. Well, they said he was fat and out of shape in summer. You can't. Facebook is always 100% true. You know that, right? And YouTube.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So they said he was fat and out of shape, and again, 15 goals. He's leading the league.
39. He's still a badass. And,
yeah.
They love him in DC.
Yes. How can you not?
Clint's got the bobblehead.
Yes, I do.
What about the Reeves and White Cloud and knees and poor Toronto again? Blah blah. Wah. Shit.
They find a way to break their fans' heart. Yeah. And if you're not a fan, it's 1967. So it's like the Jets of football. It's there's just perennial. But I sort of take that back because they play well enough to get into the playoffs, and there's always something. And then the years they do play very well, there's always a fiasco. But and they get every freaking call, and they're going to miss Matthews.
Well, the 2 hits, like Darnell Nurse didn't even look up, and he got smoked by Reeves. And I hate bringing up our day, but those are great hits in our day.
Those were legitimate hits.
Those are stand up and cheer on the bench with both those hits. And
you don't even see today the hip check, the hard hit, such as that with Nurse, and it's a different game. You saw the third man in before. I used to love that. You had the bench clearing brawls. You had all kinds of ruckuses going on simultaneously. Used to love the end of the period. You'd have both benches empty.
Yeah,
a lot of fun. Back in the day, you didn't have the lock. You know better. You had to go across the ice to go into your locker room. You didn't have it right behind the bench like all the arenas are configured today.
Yeah. Well, in the old days, didn't they? The Boston Garden had the penalty box right beside the visitors, or right beside the Boston bench. And I remember Kenny Linsman started a brawl because he had to skate. So the Flyers had to skate to the left of the penalty box, which had to go right by the Bruins bench. And of course he'd fucking yip on the way. And you can see it on YouTube. So then they moved so now the benches are a lot wider, and the penalty box is across from the benches in most of the buildings, from what I know. And I don't watch hockey, but I'm assuming.
No, they're all every facility today is basically the same. I still love it. The period would end, you'd see Al Arbor or any of the coaches, they'd walk, holding the the dashboard or whatever, go all the way across ice. Some, you really had the long walk if you were the visiting team. It's gone. I can't name one arena today where it's like that. They just get up on the bench, they walk out, or you got a
security is ridiculous. When we used to play, we'd get out of the dressing room, people would be standing right outside the dressing room. You'd sign autographs, you'd walk to your car outside, not inside. There'd be people standing right beside your car. They knew what kind of car you drove, right? If you played a shitty game, they could have done your tires, spiked your tires, whatever slit your tires. And now I can't even, if I want to go down to Vancouver and go in the dressing room, if I ask to go to the dressing room, I have to be walked with security, with a pass. I have to phone in before, get the pass at will call or wherever, gate 9, and I'm an alumni. Do I look like I'm going to do something stupid?
I think that's everything. I don't know if it's
just the way it is. It's ridiculous.
So when you were a Canuck, you just go into the team parking lot, get your car, drive home.
That's it. Yep. We played
what
at
about the Rangers? Did you guys carpool when you lived in?
Well, we lived half an hour away. I was in either Greenwich or Mamaroneck, and they would give us a parking pass. So we drive together or by ourselves from there. So 25 minutes, half an hour, and they'd have a parking pass right across from Penn Penn Plaza, I guess.
Fort Penn Plaza.
Yeah, is New York. And we'd walk right across, and people would be out. They know what kind of car we drive. They'd be right in the. But in New York, unlike here, the parking lot is, or the parking, whatever you call them, is like 6 floors high, And so we'd park there, we walk across and go to the game, and then walk, and people would just be standing there, we'd sign autographs and go into the game. And
as a kid, we would go to a lot of Knick games on Saturday night. My dad had season tickets, and we would go across the street. At the time, it was the old Statler Hilton, and the visiting team would spend the night there. And as a kid, it'd be amazing. They'd sign autographs. Rangers would be home Sunday. We did the same thing. The visiting team right there, right across the street from the Garden.
Yeah.
Where'd you live in Mamaroneck? Because that was the next town over from White Plains, the home of the great Sal's Pizza on Mamaroneck Avenue.
Didn't know that. Rented a place in Greenwich the first year, and then the second year, Kelly Kissio, myself, I think Mark Osborne, we all bought in a place. I couldn't tell you where it is. I've actually still got the mortgage papers. I've kept those for like memorabilia type thing, because that was the first place I ever bought in my life. But
you actually own property in Greenwich.
In Mamaroneck. We bought, yeah. So in '86, when we lost to Montreal, the bonus was enough for me to gather enough funds to put a down payment on Mamaroneck. And then,
where was it? On the water? On Long Island Sound?
No. Mamaroneck, like I said, I can't tell. I was 4 minutes from the water. I couldn't walk there. I could drive there.
That's great. Walter's Hot Dog? That ring a bell?
No. Shark, the Crab Shanty. So I'd have to look it up. My girlfriend and I would go to the Crab Shanty in Mamaroneck. And I've got pictures of me walking in the water.
It was on US 1, Boston Post Road.
Could be. I don't know.
Crab Shanty.
Yeah. So what was the question before that? So yeah, that was the first place I bought.
We could have run into each other.
Probably, but I wouldn't have seen you
back then. I told you I used to go to the Mug Ale House in Rye.
Yeah.
Many nights, Thursday nights with Eddie Hospodar.
I wouldn't have been able to see it because you're too short and I'm too tall. So anyway,
Clint, soundtrack.
Well,
have you continued to lose weight? But I see you drinking again. When you had your little,
your little
3-day, dry out period, then you got sick.
I'm down. I was sick as a dog, but I'm down about 10 pounds, and I'm going to continue. Today I had the eggnog. And I had 3 beers on the course. I had a Caesar when I came home, and I have 1 beer, and then the wife is going to make me a little lobster tail tonight.
Ooh.
Really?
20
How
minutes.
about that?
Yeah. High on the hog. We're eating high on the hog.
Usually you had your smoked meats, some cheeses.
No, I got it. No,
Store.
I'm cutting back on all that shit. No sliced deli meats, none of that. No popcorn, no salt, and it's working. So yeah, it's a no fun zone now.
What is that about? First you dry out with beer and booze, two of your favorites. Now all of a sudden you're cutting out your snacks.
Yeah, no, you gotta because you gotta watch yourself. I'm retiring. You know what? Hey,
at 5'2", 140, I was a little concerned about your waist. I didn't want to speak out of turn. We're buddies, but
my clothes fit perfectly. But so you know what happens when people retire? Hey, a week or two after people retire, they freaking croak. So I'm thinking maybe I should just cut back on some of the shit I'm eating.
Look, I don't want to speak out of turn.
Yeah.
This is our 11th show. I've never heard you talk about work once. You golf 7 days a week.
Yeah,
so
pretty
when exactly do you carve in that business day? It's not exactly like what me and Clint do at the salt mine. When is the training session?
Well, I get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I have a tea now instead of coffee with a creamer.
Tea?
And I have a tea. It's a detox tea with a little bit of honey. And then I have a soda water with a lime. And 6:30, the market opens. I take a look at the market. Then I go watch Netflix for about an hour, come back, look at the market, go back, watch Netflix, and then get ready for golf.
Well, it takes you probably a half hour to fill up the golf bag.
Exactly. Well, because you know what? It was supposed to rain today. So you got to take a short jacket. You got to take an umbrella. You got to take a warm jacket. You got to take a rain jacket. You got to take rain pants. There's no room for all that shit. And then my beer.
What do you want to the Mazda sedan?
I have the Mazda sedan. Okay, so listen. So yesterday I want to just have a nice calm day. The front passenger side tire is flat for about 3 days. I put air in it, it leaks. So I phone up my guy. Everybody's got the guy, right? I got the guy, Brian, big old tires. If anybody's watching on Westwood Street, the guy is freaking unbelievable. I go in there. I said, Brian, and they say it's going to be probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. They said, you know who I am, right, Brian? And he says, yeah. And he starts laughing. I've been going to him for years. So
he knows your dentist.
He knows. Everybody knows my dentist now. So I haven't seen him in months because I've had my cars are in good standing, good shape. First thing he says to me, he shakes my hand. He says, hey, Lair, I got an Oilers fan in friggin' Newfoundland that wants a picture with you. I said, okay, Brian, hi, nice to meet you. How are you doing? How are you like? And so I give him my ring, takes a picture. Moral of the story is the front flat tire, nay. 4 new tires. Got to get 4 new tires. So ruined my day yesterday.
So you got to splurge for 4 tires.
Costly bill. But the car, I'm going down to the States this weekend. I'll be doing 120 miles an hour down on the I-5. So I need good tires. Need good tires. What else we got? So another thing while I'm on it, soliloquy. So listen. So my knees, like I walked the golf course today, 4.5 hours in the slush. So my hips are sore. My knees are a little bit sore. Nothing. What?
Will you make it to 65 in Vegas?
I don't know.
I already bought the ticket.
I might not make it till the 30th. Like the 20, I got to make it to the 29th.
You have not been yourself since you stopped drinking.
I know, but I'm back.
Worried about you.
I'm back. So anyways, so what I've been doing, because my medical insurance is now done on the 29th. At midnight on the 29th, I'm fucking no. So I've got the crowns, I've got the fillings, I've got the cleanings, I've got all my medicines. I've tripled all the nasal spray for next spring, any ointments and shit. The medicine cabinet is full of all that stuff. But I've also been doing physio, massages, and chiropractor religiously. And it's all like when you get your back cracked, it helps your brain, it helps your back, it helps your legs if you get a massage. She starts at my groin and works all the way down to my ankles.
Woo!
Yes, that helps my knees. But then
What happened with you and Krushelnyski up in Lynn, Mass at those strip clubs? They started down at the knees and worked their way up when you were throwing those $100 bills around.
That's when we were younger, though. It's a little different. So now I'm thinking, okay, and my wife says, and she's the boss, she said, why don't you do acupuncture? So
Great, I swear by it.
She says, phone up. So I phone up these people, and it's TCM. So I don't know if you guys know, but this whole area in Vancouver is all Asian influence. So there's a lot of Chinese, and their way of, their medicines and their way of thinking and all the, so I'm doing TCM, which is traditional Chinese medicine.
Western medicine.
And I'm going in, and this girl, I swear to God, she's Chinese. Her glasses are down like this. She's about 4'3", skinny as anything. Her hand is not as big as my finger, like her hand. And she goes through, because this is my initial consultation. She goes through and, what's wrong with you? I said, well, there's lots wrong with me, but I used to play hockey, and in broken English, hockey player. And so we go through, and then she started.
I'd love to see that questionnaire.
Yeah, it was, and I did it. No, they sent it to you online information form.
Oh, you gotta love that.
I sent it right back. Nay. I sent it right back. I said, I'm not doing it online. I go in there physically. I write it down on a piece of paper, just like my calendar. So anyways, she gets me on the table, face first, and she starts with her little, like, swear to God, the smallest hands I've ever seen in my life. She starts grinding on my back. And I swear to God, I was in such pain.
What? This sounds very erotic.
No, and this is good because my back is sore. And like I said, it's all connected, Lawrence. It's all connected. So
when you come here, I'll set you up with the great Dr. Peter Chang, also from China. I swear by it.
No,
did this young lady cup you?
Cup what? No,
cup.
No. That's she's taken 2 weeks off now, so I can't get in. I have $500 worth of free acupuncture, and I can't get in. So anyways, then she says, flip over. So I flip over now, and then she starts rubbing my feet. Oh, good energy. Your feet are warm. Good energy. And then she starts rubbing my kneecap. Right kneecap. Oh, very cold.
Right kneecap cold.
Very cold. Left kneecap.
Left kneecap. Oh. No good. Bad temper.
No. And that's what. So my right kneecap. My right kneecap and my right knee. And she said, what's wrong with your right knee? I said, well, I told you in the online form that my right knee is fucked. Like I got severe osteoarthritis. I can walk and I'm not in pain. So she gives like 15 needles in my right knee.
Right in the knee.
Right in the, well, all over, like in, around, calf, up, left knee. Oh, left knee, very warm. 2 needles in my left knee. And that's it. That's all I got. But it was an interesting half an hour, 45 minutes.
I swear by it. I don't go nearly as much since I moved, but I try to get there as often as I can. He's where I used to live in Boca Raton, and he's amazing. And every time I would go there, we would talk first. How you feeling? He would only want to treat 2 different areas each time. And whether it was a shoulder or I had a rotator deal or a lower back, but I swear by it. I prefer it to the chiropractor, which I always thought was a little bit more intrusive. But you find a good acupuncturist, especially that does strictly Western medicine. Next time, ask her to cup you. They like
I know
it opens up the blood flow.
Yeah, I've had that done before, but so it was $100 for this initial consultation, and then anytime after that, it's like $59. That's cheap as borscht. So
very reasonable.
Yeah.
So she's off for 2 weeks now.
She's gone. I'm done. I can't find anybody in the week because everybody's booked solid. So I'm done that. I'm going to do one more chiropractor, and that's it. The body's good.
You got to get a good massage.
Yeah.
Looks like Clint is trying to do the last call.
That's it. Okay. So just let me.
You have a closing statement? You want to Kankitiak the remark
Well,
from last week, or you have
no,
any?
no, I'm not.
We went over
I'm
the
gonna,
what the fuck, so no grievances this week. But
no grievances. Everything's good, except that I'm retiring. But not. Anyways,
are they throwing your party?
I don't know because I'm going to be. I don't know about that one. No, I don't give a shit about that. I've been doing it so long, and people know that. So no.
What about the jabroni?
What?
Does he know you're retiring?
The jabroni.
Yeah.
You mean my ex-defense partner?
Number 2.
No, I can't. Don't even want to talk to. Can't stand that shit.
We hadn't brought him up yet in the show, so I don't.
No. Well, yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. No. I don't even think about him anymore. It's just a fucking waste of time.
Oh, look at this here. How do you just gotta love that guy, 47. Look at this here. God bless the USA.
Yeah, we got
the wildfire throughout the NFL.
We got Thursday night football.
That bandwagon. Look at that.
Glenn, can I finish with something?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I got to finish with something.
Go for it.
This is only going to take like 2 minutes and then we're done. So on that TV right there, where I sit in my den, football's on, but so Thursdays are a great day for me because I wake up at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. The DP golf tour is on at 5 o'clock here every week while it's in season. And this morning they're in Australia, and that reminded me of something that I thought was it jogged my memory. So it's on Australia, very hot there.
We have listeners there. Viewers.
Yeah, we have listeners there. So I thought I'd bring up something that is totally Australian. So when you go to what's your name of your bar you go to? Right
bar?
Close to you. Yeah, close to you. Bobby's. Okay, so I actually talked to a few girls from Bobby's, unbeknownst to you. And
Bobby's of Vero Beach?
Yeah. I phoned them and I talked about you and so anyways.
The great Bobby McCarthy from Oceanside, Long Island.
Yeah, so I talked to a few girls
last Friday.
So they said you're a good guy and everything, but you know what their favorite drink is? The Dickens cider.
The Dickens cider?
They say they just love the Dickens cider.
I'm sure they do, just like your little Chinese acupuncturist when you put it on your paperwork next week.
So our Australian, so you can get the Dickens cider in Alberta, but for those Australian people on golf, there's 3 different types.
I can get a Dickens cider, but I can't get a Labatt's Blue.
That's right. Exactly. Having said that,
Lawrence,
see you next week.
See you next week. Clint?
Yes.
We'll be back.
All right. See you guys next week. Oh, wait, no, maybe not.
No, next week.
Yeah, that's Thanksgiving.
And then
maybe just give the listeners an update real quick.
Yeah.
We'll be back at 7.
We'll be drunk eating turkey and watching football. And then it's my son's 30th. So we're 2 weeks away. 2
weeks out, most likely 3, because Clint and I may go to our company party. But regardless, we will have a holiday show in December. And we will end season 1. And we will kick off season 2 with a bang in January of 2025.
Sounds good. And
just
then
like
February is a huge month. Huge. Just got to make it to February.
February 21st. Vegas, baby. Vegas.
Vegas, here we come.
All right,
guys. See ya.